If you were in the live, welcome, welcome. Sorry, I was just getting my coffee ready. I know a lot of you guys are probably working, so you guys will not be able to catch this live until later, which is fine. Just figured I would come in and see how everybody's doing today and talk about some pet peeves and whatever else you guys would like to talk about. Just give it a few more minutes if you guys do step into the live, if you guys wouldn't mind commenting in the chat. Give it maybe about another minute or two and I will get started. I will start the live at 3 minutes. So you guys are all more than welcome to come in, say hello to the chat. How is everybody's weather where you guys are at right now? It is currently, let me see, 46 degrees right now. It is supposed to rain after 6 o'clock and tonight and also tomorrow. So fingers crossed that we don't get too much, but it is supposed to go up into the 50s over the weekend, which is really, really nice. And then through next week is supposed to rain again, but then starting on Thursday is going down into the 30s. Not looking forward to that, y'all. Okay, you guys. So I just wanted to come on because I know a lot of people have pet peeves and a lot of people are very annoyed by what other people do. So I just wanted to come on and give you a couple ideas of what my pet peeves are. My pet peeves are people that, and it's not necessarily people that talk too much, it's just the people that, if you're trying to look at something, whether it's on your phone or you're trying to watch something on the TV, and somebody says something to you and you pause whatever you're doing, listen to them, and then they start to walk away. And then as soon as you hit play on your phone or on the TV, they say something else again. So you pause it again, listen to them, and it's a repeat cycle. Repeat cycle. It's crazy. I don't have, too many pet peeves. Like some things don't really bother me as much other than just like the talking a lot and people that don't have organization in their house. Like my spices have to be all facing forward. My cans in the pantry have to be all facing forward. It's weird that if somebody puts something away differently, I get really irritated. Other than that, like really things don't bother me as much. Also, too, guys, if you guys are in the live, you guys are able to buy jewels and send gifts. And it kind of helps me out as well. I got an email and it said on here, gifts sent to your vertical live stream could get you a bonus of up to $1,000 a month because I turned on gifts in the YouTube studio. So once you guys purchase jewels, you can start sending gifts during the stream and show appreciation and engage with like your content in real time. But I have to have at least one gift on 3 or more vertical lives. This is not going to count as a vertical live, y'all, because I'm doing it through StreamYard. So it's a portrait, or not portrait, it's landscaping. So I have to do a physical up and down live at another time in order for that to be activated, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. But if you guys do come in here, please let me know what your pet peeves are. Because I know a lot of people have different pet peeves and people get annoyed really, really easily. Oh yeah, I got my new little mouse pad. It's only like $5, y'all. But it's cute and it has the little wrist thing so like your wrists don't hurt whenever you're moving the mouse around. The only thing that I have to do is get a higher chair in the near future because this one is really, really short and when I'm trying to type, it doesn't work right. Coffee, Mark. All right, now if you guys do want to come into the live, you guys can. It is right there. And also my referral link is going to be in here as well. If you want to do the referral, that would work as well. You guys would be helping me out. But let me see, new to streaming or looking to level up, check out StreamYard and get a $10 discount. So you have to click on that link in order to get the $10 discount uh, for StreamYard. And StreamYard is an amazing way to do a live video instead of just going onto YouTube. You could do the live video through StreamYard and they automatically just upload it to it and you can put it for like a later date and stuff like that. So you don't have to do the live right away. And they have like different banners and you could do up to, I think, 5 or 6 people with the free StreamYard. But if you want to have a whole big panel, then you have to obviously pay for the membership through StreamYard, which is still not that bad. But I also wanted to ask you guys too if y'all know of any good video editors for YouTube. I do have the Wondershare, Filmora. I have N tracks to do different like instrumental beat things for behind my videos. In the process of working on doing those, but I wanted to get an idea on editing software for my videos to put like text in there and like different images and to put like all of my stuff together because I do it through my phone, but my iPhone doesn't have a lot of storage, which iPhones normally don't. So they won't let me upload a whole bunch of videos at one time. Like if I do a bunch of clips and try to put it together, it won't allow me to do that. So yeah, that's another pet peeve. iPhone, get y'all together because I need more storage and I'm not paying for storage. There's no way. So, yep. All right, so let me do this. My pet peeve, I already did that, but I'm going to incorporate one of these videos in here because um, I know normally like people, it's a Friday, and I know being that it's only like what, 2:54, a lot of people are working, so they're not going to come into the live. If they do, they step in and step out. Um, so let me ask y'all this: for all of my older YouTubers, I would say anything from 35 and up. Okay. Do you guys feel that there has been a significant change in people's households ever since they took discipline out of the household? I'm not talking about beating, severely beating your child. I'm talking about discipline. Okay. I'm talking about smacking their ass whenever they are in trouble. You know, like back then, when they did stuff like that, more children were in line. Now they know that parents cannot touch them. So now they can pretty much act the way that they want and nothing can be done to them. And a lot of children now, even teenagers, like if you tell them, even if they're like 15, 16 years old, if you tell them, you're not going anywhere, they're basically like, F you, I'm leaving anyway, I'm getting out, and they leave. So you can't do anything. I mean, it's just something that you have to deal with. And unfortunately, this is the reason why these kids are acting the way that they are and getting into the 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 drama and whatever else that they're getting into is because of that. Is because they know that they cannot get in trouble inside the household. I'll just say it that way. They cannot get in trouble inside the household, so they leave and do what they want, and then they end up, getting into trouble outside of the household. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so back in the day, like it's so much different than back in the day, like and this like ties into how like our country was run and to how like everything just was back then. Like back then, like we did so many different things. Like we didn't do, I'm not talking about like bad things, but we did things that kids do. Nowadays, they take things to a whole new level. Like we used to go tic-tacking and things like that. And for y'all that don't know what tic-tacking is you knock on somebody's door and then you run. Like that's basically what we did. And we had this lady, y'all, her name was Witchy Poo. We had this lady that lived on, like, the way that our apartment buildings were is that they were like this. Okay, and there was a sidewalk and then the yards in between. So the buildings were like this, and then this building had a yard, and then there was a sidewalk. Then this building had a yard, and then the sidewalk conjoined both of them. So the building, the end of the building, had an apartment by the hillside that you go up the steps and it goes upstairs. So the lady lived up there, and she was the meanest person in the world. And us as children, we tested our limits as far as like pissing people off and things like that. So we would tic tac on her door. And the one day, my friend and I did it, and she tried to pour bleach on us. Like she literally poured a bottle of bleach out her top window because we were tic tacking on her door. It was crazy, y'all. Like saying we didn't hurt anybody back then. Like we were just tic tac. We just knock on the door and then run. We didn't like. We didn't like vandalize or anything. Y'all, my voice, what the heck? We didn't vandalize or anything like that. Like we just, it was cool. Like I don't know. Let me see. Default camera. No, I don't want that. Okay. All right. I just wanted to see. Okay. So yeah, so we did that. Like the video game, not video games, the outside games that we used to play was like What Time Is It Fox, which there's like one person that plays the fox and the other people line up not facing the fox. And then they say, What time is it, fox? And then you have to like keep moving forward until he says 12 o'clock. And then he runs towards you and tries to get you before you go back to the starting line. So that was kind of cool. We played Red Rover, Red Rover, where you hold hands. Like there's a group of people on one side, group of people on the other side, and we all hold hands. And then one person has to try to break through that person's hand on the other side. So if you have like 5 people on one side and 5 people on the other side, you pick one person to try to break through the hand. And if they do, obviously they win. And then we just did like our, riding the snowboards down our sleds down our hillside to the street, which wasn't kind of smart back then. But we made sure that there was no cars coming. And we made sure we did it in the area where there's cars weren't parked because I lived in an apartment complex. So cars were like parked all along the street. So we ended up having to go down to where like our basketball court was and go down the big hill down there, which is really fun because the hill was big. Um, but they used to have like a playground there and things like that, and now everything just went like it just went really really bad over the years because like people don't do stuff anymore. Like it's crazy. Like people just want to sit on phones and um, hold on. They just want to sit on their phones all day. Like it's TikTok, it's Snapchat, it's whatever. But not a lot of people want to do outside things anymore. Like even the younger generation now, like the younger kids, are so into all of the social media and all of like just being on a phone and sitting in the house and not doing anything. Like you do not see any children outside playing, even when it was nice outside in the summertime here. You see hardly any kids. Uh, but yeah, so like it's changed a lot, y'all. It's changed. Um, I'm trying to see if I can get some of these videos put in here. Also, too, like I don't know, the holidays ain't the same either. And I did a short video on it the one day because my favorite holiday is. Uh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Bear with me. All right, sorry, y'all. I had to take a phone call. Um, so anyway, yeah, my favorite holiday is not Thanksgiving, Halloween, and like this year, and I like I said, I did a video on it, but this year it sucked so bad, and that's another thing too. Like a lot of kids don't trick or treat anymore. Like it's not just my area; it's a lot of them aren't trick or treating. Like they just don't care for it anymore. Like when we were younger, that's all we wanted to do. Like I was 14, 15 years old trying to still trick or treat, you know? And I don't never knock any of the older kids trying to do that because at least they're doing that and they're not in the streets doing anything stupid. So y'all come to my house for trick or treat and y'all will get candy still. But I don't know, y'all. Like it's holidays ain't the same. But I'm gonna be getting now that I got my equipment back up and running. I had to get some things fixed on it. I do want to start back up with my membership if you guys wouldn't mind joining my membership. It starts out at $1.99, but I'm going to be doing exclusive videos just for people that join my membership. So you don't have to have like the most expensive membership in order to see the content that's in, that group. I am going to be having some giveaway videos, but you have to have, of course, the higher membership in order to qualify for that. So just something for you guys to think about. I just wanted to throw that in there because there's some great perks with joining the memberships. So I'm going to be starting that next week. Monday will be my first official video for my members only. So make sure you guys over the weekend at least get the $1.99 membership so that way you can start seeing the exclusive videos. And then if you want to join the higher membership, you will qualify for December's giveaway. I'm not sure exactly what day it's going to be in December. It's probably going to be like the third week, which will be before Christmas. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you guys get that before December 1st, because anybody from December 1st on, if I only have one member, they automatically win. If I have two, I'm going to put them in a hat and I'm going to, pick. So make sure you guys get the memberships. $1.99. I think I don't know if there's one that's $4.99. I have to look on my YouTube. I think I have like 3 or 4 different memberships that you guys can get. So the higher the membership, obviously, the more, that comes with that perk. So we are 23 minutes in. I did see somebody come in. Like I said, this is just a live, just to come in and chat. I haven't did a live in a long time, y'all. I don't know why. But I do want to find out if any of my subscribers want to start doing a weekly live again. I was doing that with a couple YouTubers, and people just got busy, and myself included. Just got busy, and it was just harder to try to do the weekly lives. But if anybody is interested, make sure you guys put it in these comments, because I want to start doing them, even if we do it on a Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, whichever works for you guys. I'm just putting all this stuff down in my notes. Yeah. Really, I'm like so organized. Like I literally have YouTube videos and I have everything that I've been doing. So I added the weekly live to my notes. But I did like the cartoons, I did like the movies from the 80s. Yeah. So I'm gonna end this at 30 minutes because I'm just sitting there having a conversation with myself. If ever wanna just what it's like talking to yourself every night. And I'm gonna go on there because I want to start meal prepping, but I need to get the stuff to put the what is it on my desk? The food in. Like I have to get the foil pans because I want to pre-make lasagna. And I have to get like the labels and stuff like that so I could put like the dates down because certain foods they only last certain long. So I want to do like pre-made lasagna. I want to do pre-made pizza pasta bakes. So that way, especially when you have a long day and you just don't feel like actually prepping that day and you just want to just throw something in the oven and just be done with it, that is the perfect way. The other thing you could do too is that they have freezer meals that you could put into Ziploc bags. You just have to take all the air out of it, but you put like your chicken and onions and whatever else you want to put all in there, and then you just Ziploc it, label it, and flatten it, and put it in your freezer. And then whenever you want to make it, you either put it in your Instapot or your slow cooker, and you just cook it. So that's another good idea too. So I am going to probably at 26. And I'm not actually cooking these. What you do is you put them in. The only thing that you make is the noodles, obviously. You put them in the pan, assemble everything, and then just put the foil over top of it and label it. Because um, you can't put hard noodles in the freezer to try to cook in the oven. Like what you have to do is you have to make the noodles, then you assemble it. Like you would normally make lasagna on a day-to-day basis. That's the same way you do it, but the only thing you do is that you brown the ground meat and you make the noodles. Everything else you just throw together, and then once the noodles and the ground meat cools, layer everything, and then put the lid on it, the foil. What are you doing? To put the foil on it, and then just put it into your freezer. Oh, babies. What's that, Munchkin? So yeah. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, I'm coming up on 28 minutes, so I'm going to end this. I appreciate whoever came in, even if they just stepped in for a minute. Would y'all stay away from my thing? Don't forget to watch this video, like it, comment, and let me know what you guys think, what you guys have for your pet peeves, because obviously, you know, everybody's so busy because it's a Friday. But happy Friday, y'all. Listen, TGIF, I'm so glad. I could listen to me. Every day I dread like the whole week. I don't know why. Friday, it's just like this whole instant like energy boost that I get going from like 3 o'clock on. I don't know why. Like I could not sleep and I would still have some kind of energy boost when it comes to a certain time. Like I don't know why, but anyway. So yeah, give this video a big thumbs up, comment below, let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. What are you doing? Come here. Do you want to say hi? Come here. You want to say hi to the live? Say hi. Hi. Mm-hmm. What you doing? Nom, 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 nom. Okay, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for tuning in. When people chew too loud, yeah, it doesn't really bother me as much. Like, to me, if you're chewing, it means you're enjoying your food. Like, I understand, like, obnoxiously chewing, yes. But if you were just chewing, like, you can't chew something crunchy and you can't chew it quiet. Like, if that makes any sense. So if you had, like bacon, or if you had like garlic bread, or you know what I mean, like something like that, I can see, you having to make that kind of noise in order to chew. But if you have like anything else, you don't have to like, what I mean. So I get that. But also when people walk very slow, listen, y'all, and when people drive slow, like I'm not saying speed, but I'm just saying like don't don't pussyfoot. Like, you need to go. Let's go. Like, I'm trying to get where I need to go. And I had the incident yesterday that somebody was doing like 15 or 20, and it was a 25-mile-per-hour zone. And I'm like, oh my God. And they kept hitting the brake. They kept hitting the brake going up a hill and going straight. I'm like, why are you hitting the brake? It's not necessary. Like I said, I don't speed on purpose. I just get where I need to go, and people just are in the way. So, but anyway, yeah, thanks for sharing that, because, yeah, walking slow in stores is annoying. Or whenever they congregate in the middle of the aisle, having a conversation with people that they haven't seen, and they just stand there. That's the biggest pet peeve that I have. Like, move over to the side, or like go somewhere else to where people can continue doing their shopping. Like, it's just annoying. But anyway, yeah, y'all. So I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you to Shay Capalot for coming in. Also, when people talk loud on speaker in the store, yeah, yeah. Now the only thing I don't like is because when I go to the gym, like, I like to make YouTube videos, obviously. And, like, I understand that you have music on in there, but to me, it shouldn't be music in there. Like, it should just be like quiet, and everybody puts on their own earphones or whatever. Because, like, if I'm trying to record a clip in the gym, it won't allow me because it's going to say copyright. Like, I have to share my revenue, and, like, I didn't ask for that music to be played. So why would I have to share the revenue if I ask you guys to play the songs that you're playing in there? And then also too, like, you have the TVs on in there, but like they're way high up on the top of the wall. So if you're on, like, the treadmills are right in the front, that front door, like all along the window, and like the TVs are way up here. So, like, how do you go on the treadmill and try to watch something? Like, right. Right, and the one guy when I was in there even said, "Oh, you ain't got Disney with Hulu?" Like, dude, why are you worried about Disney and Hulu inside a gym? That's what you do when you're at home. You don't do it in the gym. Like, that's just, to me, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, that is annoying. It is annoying. Like, if you were just going in there and you were just going on just the treadmill, and you want to just, use the treadmills that are back a little bit farther, like the second row, then okay, you can watch something while you're on the treadmill. So I get that, but like the sound isn't up. It's quiet, and it has the right, like the subtitles. So what's the point? Like, they had stories like Days of Our Lives, like that kind of stuff. They had the TV show Friends. They had football games, like all kind of stuff on. Like, they have a whole bunch of TVs, and I guess it's everything's for everybody. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, that is annoying. There's been a couple times that I went, and this same person came in, and literally the whole 2 hours that I was in there, he talked for over an hour and a half. Just sat there. I'm like, what do you pay for the gym? Which I forget what it is a month, but what do you pay that amount for the gym just to come in and talk whenever you can go outside and have a conversation after you're done working out? Like, why would you do it while you're working out? And then if it defeats the purpose of you working out at all, because you're just standing there talking. So you didn't, all it's gonna work out is your mouth. Nothing else gonna work out. It's just, and it's irritating too. Like, now that you're saying that, it's irritating when people slam the weights. Like, there's no reason. If you slam the weights, obviously it's too heavy for you. You need to drop the weight down. Okay, you shouldn't have to, and it clearly said, do not drop the weights. We have feelings too. So it kind of cracked a little joke, but but then again, it's serious at the same time because you shouldn't be dropping the weights or slamming the weights. That goes to show that it's too heavy, or you're just trying to show off, and like it's stupid. Yeah. Or like they go over and they have to work out right by you, and then they like the one dude was like he was in his mode, like he reminded me of like a fake DMX, but he was just like, you know, I'm like, okay, like you all into it, get motivated, but I couldn't do it out loud or like dance in there, but I mean I get it. He's getting his motivation up, and he's in his own mind and stuff like that, but yeah, there's a lot of weird people that go to the gym. A lot. But, all right, y'all. So it is 36 minutes. I am going to get out of here. Uh, I will talk to you guys later. One guy came into the gym when I was in there, and he was yelling at his son just because of the way he was running. Well, that's rude. What was he doing? Was he like training him or something? Or was he just like yelling at him because he just wanted to yell and be a dumbass? Mm-mm. But yeah, y'all. So I will see you guys. Um, like I said, don't forget to like this video, comment below. Yeah, see, that's not right. Like, there's a difference between helping them and yelling. Like, if you have to yell to get your point across, like, then obviously you're not a personal trainer. You shouldn't be a personal trainer because you should just say, okay, hey, no, try to do it this way or whatever. But yeah, me personally, I would have been like, excuse me, like, why are you yelling at him? Like, like how rude. Like the Olsen twins on Full House. She was like, how rude. No, that was the other one. I forget what her name was. But anyway, all right, so I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to Shay Capital for stopping in, and whoever else is in here, because there's two people and only one person is saying something. So I don't know. But at the same time, it's like, so what? Everyone ain't going to run the same. He's just a kid. Like, you're over here saying high knees. what, what was he trying to do to him? I mean, like, it's a kid. Like, what is he training them for? The Olympics? Like, that's crazy. But, all right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I will see you guys in the next video. He act like his son. Maybe he was. Now, maybe he was, but still, at that same point, like, you don't have to yell to get your point across. I know that there's people, and that's another thing, too. Like, my last pet peeve, people that have to talk loud. Like, I get it. Like, I'm doing my YouTube videos, so I got to speak up a little bit. But for people to actually just will be sitting in the same room as you and they have to feel like they have to talk so loud to get their point across is like beyond me. Because I would be sitting there having a conversation with somebody and they're like this. I'm like, okay, you don't have to talk down, talk lower. Like, you don't have to talk loud. But like this, because of me doing a YouTube video, I try to speak up as much as I can because I have inner speakers with my computer and stuff. So I don't know like the quality of it yet because it's a different monitor. So I don't know how like the quality is of it yet. So I'm going to see whenever I upload this video, I'm going to see, the outcome of it. So, but like, why are you yelling at your son? You could have pulled him to the side and said, hey, son, try it like this, not yell at him. Yeah. Yeah. And especially like if he was being louder to get attention, like that's just, I don't know. That's just beyond me. But anyway. All right, y'all. I'm going to get out of here again. Thank you, Shay Cavilla, for coming in and hanging out with me for a little bit and giving me your pet peeves. Maybe we do a meetup. I'm going to have to chew really, really loud for you. No, I'm just joking. All right, y'all. I will see you guys in the next video. Join my memberships.